We're going to be doing some potato harvesting. If you can see these plants, they're all very brown and dead, which is what we want before we harvest. We grew up here in Idaho, and potato harvest is a big deal. In fact, many school districts still get out for a week or sometimes 2 weeks so that kids can go work in the potato fields and harvest. So we're hoping in a couple of weeks, or maybe sometime soon, will be potato harvest, that we can go show what that experience is like. But we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way with the shovel. The potato farmers here in Idaho are really blessed this year that we had that frost, because it killed off all of their vines. Often, if they don't get a frost like that, they have to actually take out a roller and go roll on top of all of the plants, or they spray them to kill them, and that costs them a lot of money. So they're saving a lot this year by having this frost. So we're going to show you how we do it with the shovel, but first I wanted to show our little garden problem I've had lately. This used to be a potato. We have some little rodents right now in our garden that are eating all of our potatoes and our beets. I even found some tomatoes they ate the other day. Oh, carrots. They've been eating all my carrots. So I will go dig things up and there'll just be huge bites out of them. And they don't ever finish the potato or the beet or the carrot. They just nibble parts out of it. This one is actually impressive that it ate that much. Usually they just like nibble the top off of it. But so that's one of the reasons why we are harvesting today, because we're trying to get our potatoes before the rodents eat them all. Wish us luck. Yeah. Oh, seriously. There's a bunch more. They're just eating them like crazy. Free food that I've been growing all summer. They make me so mad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about.
So this year we grew red potatoes. So that is a really good sized red potato. Most of the farmers around here grow russet Burbank. And they are your typical brown potatoes that you buy in the store. And you don't see them in the store the way they see them in the fields in the harvest. I have pictures, we'll have to find one, of Barrett working in the harvest with potatoes that are this long. Huge! Whoa! Check out that bad boy. It's like as big as my head.
I've got a mousy bunch of coconuts.
Potatoes, coconut, you know.
Oh, it's only big as my head, that's all I know. That off of grass?
Grass.
Give you an idea of what we should be getting. That is one plant. I don't know how many plants we have.
A lot.
You should be getting about 10 potatoes per plant on average. I've got a lot more of the little ones.
I think the variety is always funny. We got these huge ones, and then some like this. They're tiny.
The look of the underground of a potato. Look at that bad boy. You can just grab the plant and pull it up, see what it does. Oh, those taters. Them taters. One thing to note when digging your potatoes is how wet you want your soil. You don't want it, like don't water right before you dig, or you're gonna be digging in mud, but also don't let it go a couple weeks without watering, or you're gonna be digging in cement. You want it to be wet enough, or dry enough I should say, that it will clod, but wet enough that if you just squeeze it, that clod just breaks to pieces. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, it'll make your life a lot easier if you have a little bit of wet soil, but not like muddy soil when you water or when you dig. Whatever.
Well, we ended up getting 3 full boxes of potatoes out of 1 row. We still have another row to dig, but we ran out of daylight. So far, I think this bad boy is our winner for the largest potato contest. And this one wins the best face award. Has a nose.
So it's the next day, and we just got back from church, but I wanted to wrap this video up by showing you the potatoes that we had to leave behind because of whatever is getting in here and eating them. We're gonna have to figure out how to get rid of that. Hopefully putting down the wood chips that we're gonna do this here in the next few weeks will change things for next year. We won't have as much grass for it to hide in, and that should hopefully solve some of that problem. I was gonna give you a look at all the potatoes we had to leave behind. So we got mostly that pile right there. There's just a couple little stragglers over there and up there that we left. But that is quite a few potatoes. And you can see some of that's been eaten. We did have a couple of chickens that snuck in here. But I'm thinking that some of that was eaten last night too, because that's a lot that's been eaten. All that white that's on there was just eaten today. So we've got some sort of critter in here eating our food. So we got 1 more row of potatoes to dig. There's still a lot of stuff that we got to get out of this garden. We got a few more weeks before we get a real hard frost, and then we'll be done with this garden for this year. But we'll catch you guys next time. Glad to have that on video.
Ew! Like literally, he just pooped right on them. What else was I gonna say about potatoes? Oh!